sure sign that spring is on the way, the crowning of the Kentucky Derby Festival 2025 Royal Court. 5 young women have been named princesses just yesterday, each receiving a $2,000 scholarship and the honor of serving as ambassadors for the city as we usher in the Derby season. This morning, you are meeting these remarkable young women for the very first time right here on Great Day Live. Joining us are Elizabeth King, Erica McFeeters, Hannah Rager, Lily Delju, and Maddie Duff, right? I feel like we need a round of applause from the studio, right? Yay! Congratulations, you all.
Thank you.
So this just happened yesterday at Dillard's. It was delayed by about a week because of all the snow that we had. But as we know, when they named the Royal Court, it's on, right? Like, let's bring in spring. And let's go ahead and introduce our audience to these fine young women because they're always remarkable and they blow me away with their accolades. So I'm going to kind of go through, introduce you a little bit, and have you kind of share what it is you're so passionate about and what you hope you get to kind of talk more about during the Derby season. Elizabeth King, you're from Georgetown, Kentucky, 21-year-old, a senior presidential scholar at the University of Kentucky, pursuing dual degrees in finance and flute performance. You partner with Junior Achievement of the Bluegrass. Why is Junior Achievement so important to you?
For me, Junior Achievement was actually my first experience with financial literacy. Coming out of high school, I learned that I needed to figure out how to manage my own money now that I'm an adult. And that's why, as Ms. Danville, I founded my own service initiative called Mind Your Money, Investing in Financial Literacy, and got to partner with Junior Achievement of the Bluegrass in that aspect. And I'm really excited to continue to take financial literacy lessons across Kentucky and in Kentucky's classrooms because it's skills that we all use every single day of our lives, whether we're swiping a debit card, looking at our budget, or making New Year's resolutions to look at our finances more
Junior
often.
Achievement, aren't they a great group to partner with?
An incredible
They're
organization.
They
we
do
love
such
them
a great
so
job.
much.
All right, meet Erica McFeeters of Louisville, Kentucky. Erica's a 21-year-old senior John Henry Scholar at Kentucky State University, majoring in political science. Erica, among other things, of course, I'm skimming through everything. Please know, I'm just picking out one thing to talk about, but there's so much more. You are a volunteer mentor for Franklin County Schools. Why was it important for you to be a mentor with the school system there?
So for me, I attend Kentucky State University, where I also serve as the 95th Miss Kentucky State University. And Franklin County gets underrepresented a lot of times in Kentucky, especially being at the capital city, and just making sure that our students are really well represented all across Kentucky with support. And so one of the things that I really wanted to focus on during my reign was making sure that kids had access to mentors and honestly volunteers that were ready to support them in all of their endeavors.
Something as simple as somebody that cares in the classroom is absolutely so important. Thank you so much. Hannah Rager from Bremen, Kentucky. Hannah's 19 years old, a sophomore at the University of Louisville, pursuing a double major in marketing and sports administration with a certificate in sales. You are a returning staff member at Raise Red Dance Marathon. Tell us a bit about what that is.
So, like you said, I am a returning member of Raise Red Marathon and staff as well. So, right here in Louisville, Kentucky, we partner with Norton's Children's Hospital with their oncology and hematology unit. It is the largest student-run philanthropic organization, and last year we raised over $500,000 for these kids. And part of that money actually goes towards salaries and having this inpatient care for our children. I am so proud to be a part of this, and actually we're in our registration push right now. Our deadline closes on January 23rd, and just shortly after 1 month of that, we'll have our marathon, and hopefully this year we can, beat our last year's total and really just make a difference in these kids' life. And it's such a special part to be able to have like a direct correlation to that and see the impact that us college students are making on these kids' lives and just giving them the opportunity to be kids.
Still time to sign up at a great
yes,
cost.
absolutely. Kids can't wait. So sign up now.
Lily Delju of Louisville, Kentucky, 24 years old, a second-year medical student at the University of Louisville School of Medicine. You earned your Bachelor of Science in, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this, psychobiology from UCLA. You partner with Operation Smile, participating in global surgical programs in Peru and China. That is a program I've seen so much on Instagram. And I cry every time I go through the picture. I do. And I mean, what attracted you to that program, and how has that initiative in going elsewhere changed your life?
Well, Operation Smile, they provide free surgeries for cleft lip and cleft palate all across the world. And getting to have that impact on a child's life is so heartwarming because, not having it's hard to eat, and there's a lot of health problems that can happen, like when you become malnourished, when you don't have the proper mouth anatomy. And also, it's very hard for them sometimes to integrate into society. So when you get to see their life change and they get this whole new experience and they're a lot less in pain, it's just really impactful.
Wonderful program. So happy that you're helping with them. Lastly, we get to Maddie Duff of Prestonburg, Kentucky, a 21-year-old senior at the University of Kentucky studying neuroscience and Appalachian studies. You are deeply involved in some programs there in Eastern Kentucky Action, the Appalachian Career Center, the Health Initiative, which is an organization dedicated to improving healthcare access in Appalachia. Why do you care so much about that? And, what can we do to make a difference, to make sure that residents have access to just basic health care there?
Yeah, no, thank you so much for that, Claudia. So being from Eastern Kentucky, growing up, it was always, when you have something, you've got to go to Lexington or Louisville. And so when I was the only kid from my high school to come to UK. And so when I got there, I kind of took off running and I wanted to, kind of dive in deep. So I do research about Appalachia and, the different health disparities and how we can raise awareness to that and, make more people known of what's going on so that they want to go back and help too, which is probably one of my most favorite things. And then I also have the honor of being the first student body president elected at the University of Kentucky female from Eastern Kentucky, which has meant the world to me. I go back home all the time and I talk to, high school students, middle school students, and tell them, all the great resources that these universities have, kind of to encourage them to go out, step out of their comfort zone and, do whatever they want, whatever they dream they can do. And so that means the world to me that I get to do that.
We've done a couple of shows there in the last 2 years, and I'm telling everybody, get ready. East Kentucky on the come up, right? Seriously, it is. It has been to Ashland, been all through there, been to Harlan. Things are happening. Things are happening. So thank you for doing that. All right, the fun stuff. Get rid of the cars. Yeah. Okay, look. So with the Kentucky Derby Festival, as you know, there's over 70 events that you all get to go to throughout the season. Have you thought already about what is the one that you're like, oh, I can't wait to go to that? Any of you just jump on in.
Steamboat race.
Yeah, why?
I've never seen it before.
That's one that doesn't get a lot of love.
And it doesn't. Yeah. And so I'm super excited for the opportunity to see it. I recently got to go on the Belle of Louisville and I absolutely adored it. So I'm super excited for that one.
There you go. Any others?
I'm personally really excited for Thunder. I did not get the opportunity to go last year because I was busy, but because I go to the school at University of Louisville, my apartment is just right down the road from downtown, and I remember seeing the fireworks going off and all my friends posting about it, and I wanted to go this year. Now I get to go and have the opportunity to be a Derby princess, which is just a complete 160 and unbelievable, and I'm so excited for this opportunity.
You go ahead. I was going to jump in
for
too.
me, I'm really excited about the Kroger Festival, which is kind of like a carnival. I have a 10-year-old sister, and I'm really hoping that I get the chance to hang out with her a little bit there too, and just get to meet the Louisville community. And I'm really hoping to meet everyone, hear their stories, and get to just interact with our amazing Louisville community we have here.
They are going to be so excited to meet you. That's the one thing that you're going to realize each and every time, the number of people that are going to come up and take a picture, and you just don't know that one young woman that you may inspire. I get chills thinking about, right? I met a Derby prince. It's huge. It's just absolutely huge. And needless to say, you get all access to the Oaks, the Derby. Have you thought about even that yet?
I have.
Right?
I'm very excited. I can't say that, in the past I've been able to go to Derby, but this year having the opportunity is going to mean the world for me. So I'm really looking forward to it, and just being in that environment and being able to represent my hometown, and then also, the greater Commonwealth as well is going to be amazing.
It's going to be such a great season for you all. All right, so how many of you have tried out, or I guess it would be try out, or entered as a Derby princess before, were turned down and said, no, I'm going to go back? Raise your hand. Did you both do it last year?
Yeah.
So didn't get in.
Last year, I didn't even make it to the second round interview.
There you go.
And so, of course, life is not usually a straightway path.
Right.
And sometimes it takes curves and turns corners. And so for me, it looked like last year was a no, but this year I'm really blessed that it's been a yes.
You said, let's do it again.
Yes, and I will add to that as well. Trying again doesn't always look like, what we may think it does. Sometimes, you get in your head about it and you try to figure out, maybe I'm not good enough. But I think one of the things you really have to do is put yourself out there and make sure that you're going for what you want. And so, even though last year didn't happen, I'm really grateful, like Elizabeth was saying, to be back and to be a part of this community now.
They're giving me 30 seconds, so I got to ask about clothing. exciting. Do you all coordinate all the time?
Yes.
We do.
Dylan,
Today
tell-
was pink, obviously.
Today is the pink day.
Yes.
What is Friday?
We'll do blue.
Okay.
Yes.
What happens if you show up in the wrong color?
You don't show up in the wrong color.
It never happens. Well,
Yes.
it is such a treat to have you all here. I mean, I'm going to see you again, I'm sure, plenty of times. And each time you're going to have a memory that you're like, this happened and this happened. And guess what, folks? Any one of these young ladies will probably end up being the next Miss Kentucky in the next 5 years. So there's a pattern. Right? These are the best of the best. And I'm just so proud of you all. And thank you all for representing our Commonwealth so well. So one of these 5 princesses will be crowned the Derby Festival Queen by a simple spin of the wheel at the annual Phillies Derby Ball on Saturday, March the 22nd at the Omni Louisville Hotel. To learn more, to get tickets, because you can go to the Phillies Ball, you can watch it all happen. And if you haven't, I highly recommend it because it's one of the coolest, most historic things that you can do during the Derby Festival season. To learn more, to get your tickets, go to kdf.org.